stuff that doesn't have anything to do with you to throw them off.
Like what?
Alien implants in his neck and in his ankle, crop circles, Bigfoot.
If what you are about to see is real, it's the most startling film footage in history. Although we remain skeptical, some experts believe this is authentic footage of an alien life form.
Jonathan Frakes hasn't been able to get a role since Star Trek The Next Generation. What's up with that?
Whether what we're seeing is a true historical document or a clever fabrication. We've looked closely at some of the objects in the room. Our purpose? To determine whether they even existed in 1947. The wall clock. A General Electric model is indeed from the 1940s. And that black phone with the heavy receiver and the curly cord is a Bell Standard model from 1937. Though they could all be purchased later, their presence in the room is nonetheless consistent with the time period. What Santilli saw and eventually purchased were reels of black and white film showing an autopsy being performed on a strange humanoid being. The cameraman, who claims to have had a top military clearance, told Santilli that in 1947 he was flown virtually to Roswell, where he filmed the recovery of several of these beings, both alive and dead. When an elderly American cameraman he had been dealing with said, "By the way,
whoa,
I have something else to
I
show
put an
you."
implant in her.
The movement has always been controversial as well. Grover Krantz thinks that the gait of the creature is definitely inhuman.
The Patterson subject walks with the body leaning forward and the knees largely bent, so that when it takes a step, it supports the leg with a bent knee and keeps 2 feet on the ground for an unusual length of time. It also lifts the foot very high behind each step, like so.
And what about the locomotion? How easy would that be for a man?
To my mind, the movements of this creature are nowhere near as dramatically different as a man playing a gorilla or chimpanzee. You're talking about very, very different body language, very different style. And so if a human being can master that type of movement, you can certainly master this that much easier. And I think an amateur would be able to achieve this kind of locomotion very easily.
A lot of expertise is required to make a convincing suit.
That's made from a spandex undersuit, and onto that we put a real animal hair, in this case a yak hair.
Concentrate on the Kornblatt, the USS Kornblatt.
Concentrate. I'll concentrate. It's coming back to me now. Yeah, I can see it. The Kornblatt gliding through the blue Pacific. Trim and beautiful. Bulging in just the right places. No wonder she was known to us aboard as the pin-up girl of the fleet. Concentrate.
Go back. Back. Far, far.
I don't know what's worse, that dream or waking up to Jerry Lewis.
Back.
Someone should perform an alien autopsy on him.
What ship are you on?
I'm on the good.
There was one other thing, what was it? Nessie.
Nessie. Plesiosaur fits the descriptions given to the monster, and Norway's leading paleontologist, Natasha Heinz, is open-minded about its survival.
What animal was a plesiosaur? Well, it was a reptile between 2 and 5-6 meters.
The Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster.
You've been had, Agent Fulton. You're much too patient.
This man was given a complete psychiatric evaluation by you.
Yes.
Ask how many sessions. they had.
How many sessions did you have, Doctor?
1, maybe 2.
During that time, the patient remained in the psychiatric ward.
That's correct.
Without incident.
Without incident.
Ask what his final assessment of patient X is.
And what is your final assessment of patient X, Dr. Kessler?
Extreme paranoid schizophrenic. We get them all the time.
Do you think they actually bought all that shit?
Yeah, they let me go, didn't they?
They never just let anyone go.
I'm coming in, Agent Fulton. I've had enough of your interrogation methods.
Did you, or any of your staff, X-ray or give patient X an MRI, Dr. Kessler?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
My name is the least of your worries, Dr. Kessler. Please, answer the questions.
All right, nobody gave him an X-ray or an MRI. He came straight from detox to the psych ward.
Guard? Guard?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah. I was wondering how long I was gonna be in here.
You're looking at his lead straight eyes.
Is it possible for you to turn off this light?
This
Yeah. And that music? That sound?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Patient X was watched at all times, Dr. Kessler.
We have monitor cameras in all the rooms, and all their activities are recorded. This will be your room for the next week. Every room is monitored.
24 hours a day?
You're monitored all the time and the tape runs 24 hours a day. Is there a problem with that?
No problem.
You've got your own bathroom and shower.
Great, I could use a shave and a shower.
Why don't you get that taken care of, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes with your medication.
All right.
Did anyone examine this man you call Patient X?
What?
I like this one.
Why?
He's different, not like the others.
How so?
He's more like us, but he looks like them.
This'll help us keep track of him.
He did complain about pain in his neck and in his ankle, but he left before the doctor could see him.
Oh, Doc, I needed to ask you a quick question. I need you to look at something. Yeah, I seem to have some swelling on my neck and on my ankle. I just wonder if you could take a look at it.
Well, I'm not a physician, but let's have a look.
It's right here, Doc.
Well, officially I can't diagnose it, but it doesn't look good to me. Is there pain?
Yeah, a lot of pain.
How about your ankle?
It's bothering me.
Tell you what, I'll have someone come in and take a look at it.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Mm-hmm.